Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Pop-Pop.
I'm Calvin.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Goodness, that wind is ripping today. Hey everybody, it's good to see you. I was not expecting this today. I knew the cold front was gonna be moving in and that it was gonna be a little on the colder side, but I did not expect this wind to be along with it. We've got stiff breezes of about 30 miles an hour hitting us hard, and when those gusts come flying through, ay. We occasionally will get windy weather here, but nothing like that. So when we do get winds that are a little higher sustained than normal, it can be a little new to us. It can be a little fresh. We do have a pretty severe cold front moving in. Temperatures are gonna be dropping. So big goal today is gonna be making sure all our cattle are nice and comfortable, that our chickens have plenty of bedding, and that the calves are also in nice, warm, dry areas. So a bulk of our day is gonna be taking care of these animals, making sure they're all good to go for the colder temperatures, and trying to keep ourselves out of the cold as well. Now the farm market is open today. We were closed yesterday because of the new year. We still had a lot of work to do, but we were also able to spend plenty of time together as a family. We were able to watch some football. We were able to make a nice big breakfast. It was a good day. We'll get a few more of those days this time of the year as opposed to summertime. I do miss summer right now though, I'm not gonna lie. But enough talking about summer, I'll get there eventually. We're gonna get these animals taken care of. What are you doing up there, dude? Something that actually amazed me this morning is that the water bowls weren't frozen. This one and our secondary chicken pen, this thing is usually always frozen the second the temperature drops. But it went well below freezing last night and it's still working. For the most part, that water ball is all sat underground, which usually prevents it from freezing, but where it comes up out of the ground, we do have some things to try and keep it warmer, but it doesn't work normally. Today, it does. And then this pen in here usually freezes up, and that one also isn't frozen. So that's pretty nice. It saves us a lot of work. You know what I was thinking about this morning? Farm show. York Farm Show, Harrisburg Farm Show. Which one are you going to?
We're going Tuesday to the York.
Huh. I don't know if I can go. I have to see.
Bring the family.
That would be what I'd want to do. I'd want to take the family to the farm show, but I don't know how difficult that'd be. It's going to be cold. I know with the cold, the York Farm Show in Pennsylvania, they do have a couple things outside, so I don't know if I would be able to do that. But I really want to go to the farm shows this year. Haven't been able to go every single year. I know there's the York one, Harrisburg one. I've actually brought you guys to the Harrisburg Farm Show with me before. I would like to do that again, but it's just a little difficult with the twins. When it was just Callie, that was no problem. Like, Lauren could hold her, I could hold her, we walk around with her. But with the twins, they're gonna have to be held. Or I'm gonna have to bring a stroller. Either or, it's gonna be something. There you go, buddy. I'm sorry I'm making you wait. The Harrisburg Farm Show is one I try to get to every single year. It's a lot of fun. They have these really good milkshakes from the PA Dairy Association. I love milkshakes. And they got good cheese there. Oh, it's so good. But not only is it fun for us, it's like a cool thing to take the kids to show them that, like, we're not the only type of people doing this kind of work. I know Callie was really excited last time we went. Maybe we'll be able to get to the Harrisburg one. Not 100% sure about the York Farm Show just yet. Probably the biggest problems with these farm shows is that they're so far away from us. I love going to them. The York one is not focused more on just the general public. That's more towards like farmers. I mean, general public can go and really enjoy themselves, but that's what we've kind of picked out about it. So we really like that one. But the Harrisburg Farm Show, that's more towards the general public, a lot more educational. And I absolutely love that one, not only because of the food. There's a lot of animals there. It's just a cool experience. So if I could get there, I probably would bring you guys along with me. Probably. We'd have to see how it's going. The biggest problem is they're so far away. The York Farm Show is quite a bit of a drive. Harrisburg Farm Show is quite a bit of a drive. And if I'm bringing the whole family, that might be a little challenging. Speaking of a little challenging, you're like 800 pounds. What are you doing out? We got the shell corn dumped in for the cattle. All we need now is some of the grain that we grind up ourselves, which, oh, Dad's already got it. He's bringing it over. Ground seems to be thawing out a little bit, but that's gonna change by the end of the day. The temperatures are just gonna continuously drop. I think this is the warmest it's gonna be today. Can you believe Dad left his bucket all the way back there? He took my bucket, but he left his bucket all the way over here. Unbelievable. I told the people you're a little forgetful. You didn't know where you put your bucket down and you stole mine.
Well, I'm almost a senior, so.
So Dad, while I'm on this topic of farm shows, which farm show is your favorite to go to?
I like the York Farm Show better at the York Fairgrounds. It's more equipment, and the York Farm Show is more pushed towards farmers, whereas the Harrisburg Farm Show is educational and more to the line of educating the public about farming.
I think that's the way a lot of our family feels. They like the Harrisburg Farm Show, but the York, for the most part, is their favorite. I really like the Harrisburg Farm Show. I think it's fun for my kids, and I know it's going to be fun as they get older.
Yeah, and the Harrisburg Farm Show is more geared towards what is produced and made in Pennsylvania agricultural-wise. So you get from making clothes,
maple syrup clothes
from wool, from alpacas and stuff like that, and
cheese, milk,
all that stuff. That's
milkshakes. He eats a few of those.
I'm allergic to milkshakes.
That's false. That's very false. Yeah, they make them bloat, and they make them get bigger. They're enjoying themselves. We got all these guys. These are some smaller cattle. They're usually eating in the back. They're finally getting to the point where they can eat out here. And then you have all those smaller cattle in the back munching on some hay. I think it's because we moved a few of the larger cattle from here into the finishing pen. it gives these smaller ones an opportunity to move out of the back. The fact of the matter is, when you put a whole bunch of cattle together, they will pick on each other, and the larger ones will pick on the smaller ones. It just happens. I think that's animals. I think that's sometimes people. But because we've moved some of the larger ones into the finishing pen, it's given those smaller ones an opportunity to eat outside of the back area, which there's more food in the back area, so they're probably just stuffing themselves. But it's still cool to see that they're more comfortable to move around a little more freely. We need strong there, or you think we're good?
I just put a bale in yesterday. I think we're good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, now probably.
Dad made it in here a few minutes before I did, and all the calves have already got their milk and they drank everything. These calves have been growing pretty quickly. It's not a shock to us, but this guy down here on the end, this one right here, he's starting to get pretty big and he's starting to get a little wild, which we're okay with that because wild calves mean healthy calves. Like this guy down on the end, he's finally staying in his pen. Barely, but he's staying. Now I saw a few people trying to figure out what we actually call this place. This is normally greenhouse number 5, but when we put calves in it, it becomes the cafeteria. Yeah, because this is where we feed them. Outside it's like 29 degrees and wind's blowing, it's cold. Inside here, we got just under 50 degrees and no wind. So although it's not like summertime in here, the temperatures are much different as opposed to what we've got outside. No wind is the big one. Not having wind is super huge for these animals. But the fact that it's about 10 to 15 degrees warmer in here, that's also a big bonus. We're all finished with feeding animals for the morning. Everything looks good. Nothing's broken, nothing's frozen. Those are all good signs. Now, the temperature is gonna be dropping pretty severely, so we're gonna just backblade by these feeders, clean up a little bit of the slop here because we don't want it to freeze and have it be all jagged for the cattle to walk on. So Dad's gonna go in and clean this out. I'm gonna go set the camera down somewhere because I gotta watch cows. I gotta make sure nobody escapes. So right where Dad's cleaning up, the goal is rather soon to actually have this all under a roof, and then maybe a little concrete pad here for where the cattle are gonna be eating on. It'll just make it a lot easier to clean all this up. The only problem with these big projects is 1, they take a lot of time, and 2, they can cost quite a bit of money. Both things that are very valuable if you're a farmer. So for now, this is the best scenario we've got going on, but in the near future, we're gonna have a much better one. It's not gonna be perfect, but this is what we want. Nice and smoothed out. That way, we don't have any issues with the cattle feet or their legs. I knew it was feeling a little chillier, but I didn't expect it to start flurrying. Starting to have some snow come down here. We had some scheduled for later on in the week, but I wouldn't mind some snow today. Makes things look beautiful. I haven't had too many cattle come over to give me grief. This one right there though, he was testing me. That's just about finished. It looks a lot better than it did before. Just gonna make it so much safer for the cattle. That's the most important thing. All right, that's gonna be it. Dad's gonna grab the hose and he's gonna clean off our skid steer loader. Got it pretty sloppy in there. Then we're gonna get it put away, and that's gonna be it for animals this morning. And we shouldn't have to touch that skid steer loader again today. Should be able to sit till tomorrow. Skid steer loader is now cleaned up good enough for us. So we're gonna head up into the farm market, warm up a little bit, and see what other jobs we can get ourselves into today. I hope it's not too much outside work, that's for sure. It's much nicer up here in the farm market. Speaking of being much, where did it all go? Grammy, don't tell me you already got that whole giant thing of apple butter done.
It's in the oven.
It's in the oven? Ooh, I don't want to open it. Can I open it? Oh, look at that. Oh, we got apple butter in the oven. How long until you'll be able to put it in jars?
I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Check that out.
It will be done at the end of the day.
Very cool. This is like prime apple butter time, and a lot of the customers, They've been after that apple butter. Good. Here's an interesting job you don't see all too often. What we have here in front of us is hamburger. 1 pound sections of hamburger that people could purchase here at the farm market. Now there's a lot of hamburger there, but that's because we sell a lot of hamburger. Over here in our freezers, you can see there is quite a bit of stuff in here, but for us, this is looking very empty. And up here on the top, all this hamburger has to be refilled. We've got patties over here. Something that happens is, I don't know how, the local people figure out when we get a cow done up federally and we have it pieced out in here, they come and they take a lot of the steaks, but we do have some nice steaks in here. What do we got in here? Got some sirloins in here that are really nice. There's more sirloin. Where are we? Delmonico. I really like Delmonicos. There's a tenderloin there. I don't know how that's still here. What do we got here? Another Delmonico? Yeah, I don't even know how those have not been taken. And then down here, we got some chip steak. Ooh, I'm getting hungry just looking at this stuff. But yeah, there's all different types of roasts that we have in here. The steaks go really fast, the roasts go really fast. It all depends on what people are in the mood for and what time of the year it is. Because over here, we have a brisket. I'm surprised that brisket's still there. I just know I need to get something I can make some good briskets. I love brisket. It's lunchtime on the farm. Looks like we're having hot dogs. And then Grammy also made some delicious macaroni salad. So here's what we've got for our afternoon. We're gonna be working here at the farm market. It's windy and the temperature is gonna continue to drop. I think we might slice up some meat inside. We might make some ham roll. If you don't know what ham roll is, it's like a delicious breakfast treat. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that today, but I hope so because I miss eating it. All I know is today would not be a fun day to be outside. It is chilly. Well, I have found myself in a bad habit of not ending videos. We had dinner, we had the babies all hanging out. It was a really, really nice time, and I literally was just about to get in bed. It's late, I'm tired. So I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.